Hello and welcome to Finastro Cycles by Nitin Bandari. We'll do our update apart from Nifty and Bank Nifty. This will be the second video I'll put every day. We'll try to put with the stocks. So, for example, we'll continue with the stocks which are the Nifty heavyweights. So, we'll start with the Axis Bank in the alphabetical order. So, Axis Bank, it is looking, it will dip one more round. uh, there is a high probability it will dip one more round because stochastics are into, they have curled back down from the bearish zone. They were into bearish zone and they have again curled down. So there is a possibility it may have another round of selling. A move above 745, it will be positive. Look at today also, day before, almost 4 5 days it was struggling at this line, which is a Mars price line, and that was around 742. So this 742 line, around 742 plus minus 1 rupee, that's the line it needs to cross back and move above for a upside correction, upside move, or you can say a bullish rally or upside correction. So the next will be in the line Bajaj Finserv. They looks like it is again trying to move up. It will try to go again. That's 18,400, 18,500 zone. In these cases, there is an important thing you can do is draw a line from here to here, or maybe here, and extend it. That can give you a understanding that that zone looks like that zone looks like a resistance zone. And if we draw a line from here to here and then extend it, so you see that this portion here, now it is coiling. This is hourly chart of Bajaj Finserv, but it is coiling here, and once it coil is over, either it will give a breakout here on the upside or break down on the downside. But right now it looks like it wants to go higher. Maybe it will hit somewhere here or here. Bharti Airtel, this is a hourly chart. The stochastics came down today, but they are still into neutral zone. And this is a hourly chart. So this line becomes a daily line. 730 is a daily line. Today it made a new high, but all the day it was struggling to go higher and it was hovering around this range. The good thing is Bharti has not crossed 737 level, which was a midpoint of yesterday, 736.90. So this level is important. Today, our time and price calculation was 762, which has failed. So when these kind of things happen, that is not necessarily bearish, but at the same time, it gives us the hint that it is not having that much steam to go higher or move sharply higher. So this is for Bharti. Stochastics are curling down, and this is the level. 730 is the level. Now you know that this line, which was 710, 711, now that has moved to 730. So watch this for tomorrow and see how it behaves. Most probably today's volume must be lower than the yesterday volume, as I doubted. The volume is uh, it's 96 lakh 88,000, and the previous day was 1 crore 97 lakh. So almost a crore share has less has traded in the futures on today. So this is the kind of move it happens when the it has such a huge rally in the past week. Then that's okay. Then HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank again, it's it gave a signal 2 days back that it wants to go higher. Now it is moving higher, and this is a line which is a important line, and this is a daily line. It couldn't cross. It went above but couldn't cross. It has closed again here also. It has closed slightly above the previous day midpoint. If you see on the daily chart, the midpoint was somewhere here and it has closed slightly above. The stochastics have given a clear signal that it wants to go higher, but it is not looking like that. This candle has become a bit of concern for the bulls. So how you deal with it. So wait and see tomorrow if it moves above 1563-64 level. If it starts moving above 1563-64, then definitely it will try and pump it higher. It has a fair chance of rallying to higher level. And also keep a watch on this line. This will act as a strong resistance point. HDFC. So HDFC again, it has came off first and then rallied to balance the Nifty, and it closed above the psychological mark 3000. I mentioned in the previous videos, I have a, as long as it is above these two lines, it has a potential for 3100, 3150. HDFC Life, uh, this is the hourly chart of HDFC Life. So hourly chart I was looking today because all the day it was not in a mood to go up. So it was down, then it consolidated, and then again the stochastics are into neutral zone, which means either side move is possible, but bias is towards upside because it has moved sharply higher. And this is your weekly line. If I change this to a daily chart, then we can see that what can be upside potential. So upside, the price time target was 737, and the most bullish case target is 760, 765. Big concern, not a small concern, big concern. It is stochastics have curled down and now they are giving a sell signal. So tomorrow it has to stay above 715, 716. This is a midpoint of monthly line. It has to stay above 710, which is a weekly trend change point. So tomorrow is the day, do or die day for HDFC Life. Otherwise, it won't have a life. It can again come down. Hindustan Unilever. So it looks good to me. This is a hourly chart. It was looking good, but all the last today's range was very small range. And if you see the daily chart, hourly chart looks tired. So there may be a time correction if there is not a price correction. But on the daily chart, if we see and if we elaborate this, expand this on the bigger scale, so it looks like it wants to go higher. If we see these this is a daily candle, so we see that it wants to go higher, and the level for this is 2440. Above it will completely change the trajectory and it will go sharply higher, or 2450, which is a this high. So this will be a breakout point for Hindustan Lever. About 2450 it will go sharply higher. Stochastics, they are into neutral zone, entering into neutral zone, not yet. So tomorrow is the day to decide for this also. ICICI Bank. So again, as I mentioned last week, this is a line, and this is an important weekly line, and this is a zone. This is a small gap left in the ICICI. I would expect that it should hover around it. Don't feel the don't feel this gap. And stochastics, they go into oversold zone. That would be the perfect setup for going long between these levels. Even if it feels the gap and starts moving up, that would be the time to go long above 765. So that's for ICICI Bank. IndusInd Bank doesn't look great on the candlestick patterns. Stochastics are telling that it wants to go higher. So keep a vigilant eye and keep strict stop losses if you have a long position or you want to trade long position. Now this is a new line which I just drew here. This is a new line for IndusInd for up. You remember this line how it acted 1187. Now the new line here is what level it is. So that level is 1050. So that is a new line because this is a this here, here, here. So it was a first breakout point, and it will act as a resistance for time being because it is a break. It has given a downward breakout. So wait and see. 1050 stop loss below 1024, and the easy target could be midpoint or maybe a uh, Uranus line. But overall, it doesn't look good at this point. Watch how it develops on the intraday basis. Infosys, as we mentioned about this, the price time target was 1800. The time was third week of November. So price it hit before the time and got sold off. It doesn't mean it is bearish, but it is more bullish than the normal condition. And if you remember, the setup currently here is the setup currently here for stocks is like this. So this is a point, technical stocks, uh, technical tech companies, you can say, and the sign of where this planet is, that's also rules the banking as well. So the two sectors, keep in mind, these are very active for next 3 4 days. That's a tech companies. So coming back here, it looks like it should try to hit 1810, 1815. This is a monthly line. It should try and hit. uh, Again, if it starts moving back below 1787, so once again I want to put a point that how these trend lines are important. Now my way of looking the trend lines, people draw trend lines sloping way. I draw on the horizontal way. So this is the important level 1787. So watch it for tomorrow and see how it works. ITC, finally it moved. It is at the Mars price line. Keep an eye here. Tomorrow's move above this will take it to 250 or maybe 256. Stochastics are into neutral zone, but failing this line will be again a severe downside. So keep this in mind, that how it behaves tomorrow. And it has also closed above 238. This is an important moving average related to ITC. So watch this moving average as well as Mars line tomorrow. Looks like it wants to go to 250 or 258 level. That's the possible target for ITC. Kotak Bank, it opened with a gap. There is a gap now. It looks like it wants to go higher. I mentioned to the double top zone. That's the area it will try and go. A move back below 2050 will be dangerous on that for this. Larsen, it is moving way above this rope. This is acting as a rope, not even rope. It's some kind of magnetic field, vacuum magnetic field. It is not even touching this monthly line. So that's a bit of impressive move in the Larsen. The only problem is the stochastics. They are into trying to move up and down. So this is a kind of thing which gives either a break out or break up, break upside breakout or downside breakout. So we'll watch and see how it behaves. Short term, I will try and see if it comes back below the monthly line. That would be the severe sell off. United Spirits, again, I have mentioned that how it worked well when we were trading it. I have given, I'm not following it, but today's chart is telling me to look at it once again and see what is happening. So it is again at the Uranus line, and this is the line which is important now, 928, 927. Stochastics, they are still into neutral zone, not even neutral, they are into bullish zone itself. They have not yet entered into neutral zone. And this is your weekly Gann trend change point, and here is your monthly midpoint. So what does this means, all these? So stochastics, they will give us the warning sign. They are into new bullish zone. On hourly chart, if you see, these are curling up, which means it can go up from here only, and this is a midpoint of weekly line. When we change the time zone, so monthly becomes weekly and weekly becomes daily. So this is a daily trend change. This is a support midpoint of weekly line, and stochastics are just curling it up. So watch for it on intraday basis. And I use another thing when I have to take a trade. I use the ADX, and I have a different formula for it. And whenever your positive or negative ADX moves 4 point in one day, whenever it happens, that's the time to look at for the that stock. This is a very good technique to use in the intraday trading as well. Now let's go next, which is Reliance. So Reliance price time target is 26:37 by I think next week. Today I posted on Twitter also and on Telegram by 16 tomorrow. And this is a price and time target for Reliance. Now, if I see if this low is important, a short term time price, I can take it and see where it is going. So it gives me further higher 2644, and that is by 17th November morning 11 to 12. So that's the time to look for. Stochastics neutral zone. This is a hourly chart. Let's see daily chart. So daily chart, we have seen this move from here to here, which is a good move. Stochastics have curled up. They are into bearish zone. They are not into neutral zone, but they are well above the danger mark. So I would I would give benefit of doubt and watch how Reliance behaves at 2565. 2565 and below, this all bullish setup goes for toss. Now I look for the SBI. This candle was a good candle. You remember, today's move was not so good, but still it is holding this line. So as long as it is above this line, and so you can buy, means I would buy it here at these prices and keep the stop loss below 500 or 497. That is a psychological mark. Though this is not a good setup. This is a bearish. They have just entered into bearish zone. So the only point we are seeing here is the hourly chart on the SBI is giving us a different picture. So if I check it here, in the morning I checked, and okay, so it moved up, curled up, and now it is trying to move. It is still in the neutral zone, but it's trying to curl it up. So tomorrow, watch this line. This line is a important line, and on the hourly basis where the prices could lead, though the targets are not so great, but still it is a 520 by day after tomorrow. What else? SBI we have covered. Tata Steel, how was it? Did you guys like this? So this was the level, and I posted. So now you understand what is the power of this line, what is the power of weekly line, what is the power of Uranus line, what is the power of monthly line. So these all things I was first who started talking about Tata Steel short trades here at 1400. It's already down by 200 rupees. So I'll wait tomorrow. The stochastics are entering into zone, but still, so I'll wait to go below this line and bounce back. That is the time to go long. Otherwise, it is into trouble. In these cases, I see when the market is moving up and the stock is not moving, I go for the weekly charts and see what is happening there. So weekly chart is also showing a more downside juice. So that's a bigger time frame. But let's focus on the daily chart for time being. And it is looking like it will go to 1235, 1237 or below it and then bounce off. Then we'll see how it behaves further. And the last one is TCS. So this is TCS. Why I have two charts? Okay, so one should be hourly and one should be a daily chart. So this is a daily chart. This is hourly chart. I have put daily to it. Let me see it. Yeah, yeah, perfect. So this is a TCS hourly chart, and it is looking like that it wants to go higher, because whenever these kind of pattern you see in the overbought zone, which means it is more consolidating on the upside, and it will, if the candles are good the comparatively, then it will try and move sharply higher. So maybe tomorrow a little bit down move, and then again it may try to go up. So this is a hourly chart which is suggesting a further upside move on the TCS. The problematic point in the TCS daily chart is here, which is your weekly line. So 3540 and below, it is a problem. But the good thing is stochastics are into good zone. They have entered into bullish zone, and they have curved look at the curve of this stochastic. That's sharply higher. So it tells me that it can go sharply higher from here. So guys, that's all for all the stocks I covered. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments.